There's a quick way of doing this question. Let's just say that we've got our mixture. We've added 2 liters of water, and it's 1 to 2. So I'm going to focus on this. I'm then going to add 2 liters of oil, which then becomes 2 to 3. Now here's the thing, the water has not changed. So if we times this one by 3 and this one by 2, we see that now number of water parts is the same. And so what has happened is we've just gone up by 1 part, and therefore 1 part must equal 2 liters in both of these. So before I added the oil, I would have had 6 to 12. And this is the exact amount now, liters of 6 liters of oil and 12 liters of water. So if I then just backtrack and take away 2 liters of water, then we'll be back to 6 to 10. And again, this is the exact amount, but the ratio will then simplify to 3 to 5. That's our answer. Just going to explain that one more time. We've got 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. All that's happened in between is we've added 2 liters, I should say, of oil. So the amount of water stayed the same. Therefore, I've multiplied to make them the same here, 6 parts for each. Then we can see that the oil's gone up by 1 part, but we also know it's gone up by 2 liters. So 1 part is 2 liters, and from there we can multiply the number of parts by 2, get 6 to 12. Subtract the 2 for the I think it was the water to take us to 6 to 10 and simplify the ratio. Nice. Here's another way to do this question. It is more complicated, but it will be important for another type of question where both things are changing. So I'm going to say that the original amount of it was oil to water is X to Y. Now, when I add 2 liters of water, it's going to become Y plus 2 here. And we're told, remember, that this is 1 to 2. So I've created a ratio equation. And in fact, it's possible to go from a ratio equation to an algebraic equation. Because if you have something like 4 to 8 equaling 2 to 4, then what we see is we're dividing this by 2 and we're dividing this by 2. You can actually say that 4 over 2 is 8 over 4 to give you the scale factor. See how I've gone from a ratio equation to a fractional equation in this case? Because I'm saying, like, to get the scale factor, I just do the left divided by the left or the right divided by the right, and they must be equal. So I can do exactly the same here. I can say that x is equal x over 1. Let me write that. X over 1 is y plus 2 over 2, which actually means that 2x is y plus 2. Okay, and then we also have that x plus 2, when I add my 2 liters of oil to y plus 2, because I still have this extra 2 liters of water, was equal to 2 to 3. Slightly trickier equation this time. X plus 2 divided by 2 equals y plus 2 divided by 3. I can cross multiply, basically multiply both sides by 3, both sides by 2. But in effect, this ends up over here, and this one ends up over here. So I get 3 times x plus 2 equaling 2 times y plus 2. I did say this is more complicated. 3x plus 6 is 2y plus 4, which means 3x minus. But you know what? I'll just leave it like that for the moment. I think I'm going to solve this by substitution because I can write that y is equal to 2x minus 2, and I can substitute this into here because they're the same thing. So 3x plus 6 equals 2 lots of 2x minus 2 plus 4. 4x minus 4 plus 4. So this cancels, and I'm left with x equaling 6. Substitute that back in. Y equals 2 times 6 minus 2. I get 10. And therefore my original ratio x to y is 6 to 10, which again becomes 3 to 5. Whew, okay.